I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you again. Good morning, everybody. Housekeeping note, this meeting is being recorded. So we always start our meetings with introductions. So it's going to be a lengthy introductions. How about if we start this morning with our engineer, Ryan Miller?
Ryan Miller, ARS Engineering Services, here on behalf of the county.
Thank you.
Frank Taylor, our county planning.
Jeff Cordes, GPI, Thorough Engineer for the curb cut project.
Chris Kurum, L County Children and Youth Services.
Jen McDermott, Elk County Children and Youth.
Carrie Shutters, L County Children and Youth. Brittany Meyer, L County Children and Youth.
Jacinta Stinchcomb, Elk County Children and Youth. Marissa Herzing, Elk County Children and Youth.
Jen Ashley, L County Children and Youth.
Chelsea Riggle, Elk County Children and Youth.
Amanda Danielson, Elk County, so CYS.
CYS.
So I'll just interrupt here a second, and we have Helen Marzella over here, our fiscal officer from CYS, and Nancy Baker, our director from CYS. Today's a big day for CYS. So we're going to talk about Helen in just a few moments. And then these folks have to get back to their jobs. They insisted on being here because they love Helen so much. But we want to get a photo with all the CYS folks together with Helen, okay? Helen, you're not allowed to cry today. Okay, with that, we'll continue. Calvin, do you want to start, please?
Calvin Moore, IT Director.
Greg Hall, Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest Pennsylvania.
Marilyn Seco, the Courier Express.
Matt Fry, Elk County Treasurer.
Rick Brown, L County Solicitor.
Greg Bauer, Elk County Commissioner.
Fritz Lecker, Elk County
Good
Commissioner.
morning, Matt. Lisa Berry, Elk County Commissioner.
Pat Straub, L County Chief Clerk.
Emily Anders, Office Administrator.
Jessica Wonderly, Director of Ridgeway Public Library.
Leslie Swope, Director of the St. Mary's Public Library.
Helen Marcel.
CYS.
Good morning, Nancy Baker, Children and Youth.
Gerald Capella, Director of Veterans Affairs.
Michael Grohl, I'm here for Elk County Military Food Share, Pennsylvania Career Link, and St. Mary's American Legion.
Morning, Scott Atwell, L County Prison.
Tim Pearson, Community Economic Development Center of Elk and Cameron Counties.
Lee Newrider, Elk County Register of Wills, Recorder of Deeds, Clerk of Works Support. And Justin Felger, Managing Editor, St. Mary's Daily Press and Ridgeway Record.
Barb DePonso, Director of the Wilcox Public Library.
Melinda Lewis, it says on there Johnson, I didn't get married again. Or is that my maiden name?
Johnsonburg.
Yeah, sorry. Johnsonburg got that one.
Thank you for bringing that up.
I'm the director of Johnsonburg Public Library.
That's funny.
Denise Michalowski with CAPC.
Joey Falk with GAPC.
Thank you. You know, we just put that in our agenda as a test to see if you. Yeah, that's great.
I passed. I do read.
Good job. You did pass. Okay, that's our introductions. Gentlemen, we have an agenda before us. Look for a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion to second. Thank you. You guys are on it today. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. We also have before us had a chance to review our minutes of the March 19th Commissioners meeting. Any changes, edits, comments, questions on those? Hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. So we have a very full meeting this morning again, but our first presentation is a really important one, and I might get Terry also because we're going to honor Helen Marzella, our Children and Youth Fiscal Technician Supervisor, on her retirement. Helen has been here a long, long time. She's a staple around the building, and we love seeing Helen. She makes us all smile every time we see her. So we have this citation to honor Helen. And before I do that, on the back page of our agenda, under Good of the County, item number 3, we have a note. Congratulations to CYS on achieving a 100% compliance rating for the Title IV-E Quality Assurance Compliance Review. from the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services. So when I got this notification from the state, I sent it up to Nancy and I said, another great job. I said, congratulations. She fired right back, it's all 100% Helen. So Helen has an impeccable record. And Jacinta, you've got a big, some big shoes to follow, but Helen thinks you're capable, so I consider you to be fine. So I do have, a citation here that I will read for Helen, or maybe one of the gentlemen will, because I know I'll get her, Terry.
Is it time to call in a relief pitcher?
Yes. Yes.
So our citation is honoring Helen Marzella. Whereas Helen Marzella has been, and what if I start to cry? Helen Marzella has been an employee with the County of Elk for 33 years, starting in 1993, and spending many of these years as the fiscal technician supervisor for Children and Youth Services. And whereas, having started her career as a clerk typist 1, Helen has been promoted through the years to her current position as physical technician supervisor, position which she stepped into blindly, and as her supervisor stated, is quote, kicking butt. And whereas willing to assist with any project, combined with a kind heart and a strong work ethic, has enabled Helen to perform her position efficiently, thoughtfully, and with great care. Her dedication to her fellow employees included baking a cake for every CYS employee's birthday. And whereas Helen's commitment, professionalism, and positive impact on both colleagues and clients have played a significant role in the fiscal operations for CYS, being the glue that keeps everything running, she has set a high standard for excellence, teamwork, and integrity, which has included receiving a 100% compliance rate on the Title IV-E Quality Insurance Compliance Review. The knowledge and experience brought to this role will leave a lasting legacy, and her presence here will be genuinely missed. Now therefore be it resolved that the County of Elk Commissioners commend Helen Marzella for her hard work and years of dedication and wish her well on her retirement. We will miss her.
Nancy, would you like to say anything?
I think you all said that, really summed it up, so I'm just gonna join the bandwagon. She's gonna be missed, there's no doubt. No doubt, I really can't say, I mean, you said it all in that, citation, she's gonna be missed. But she can always come back and visit.
You have her phone number,
Question,
right?
you have her number, I know where she lives. She will be missed.
Awesome. So Helen, do you want to come up and get a photo, please?
Oh, dear. Real quick. We all look the same.
Can we bring them all up?
Why don't we go over there? Maybe a little easier.
Always hot.
Ross.
Step back. Are you not?
Yeah. Like 80.
Now, hey, sit down. Yeah, let me slide up. Saying that. Nancy, go next.
No, I'm okay, thank you so. Yeah. Okay, I leave it with you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold it. 1, 2, 3.
Congratulations.
Nobody moves.
Round two. I know, I'm sorry. All right, big smiles, everybody.
Yeah.
Wonderful, thank you.
Love that. All hail the Berlin.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for making that. Helen will be here for another week or two, right?
Yeah.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. I gotta stay a little bit. Yeah. I know.
All right, back to work.
You don't ever knew her, but I'm so impressed. And it's awesome. Wow.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for being here. Matt, you didn't even get teary.
No, I couldn't believe I held it together. I cried when the kids on Happy Days.
Okay, so moving on, presentation number 2, proclamation for April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Nancy Baker, our CIS Director.
It's so not fair right now. I'm a little full of the fun. So April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. We do have, some pinwheels that we're putting up. You have pens, a little bracelet. Just want to say, like, by working together as a community, we can all play a part in promoting children's emotional well-being and strengthening families. During this month and throughout the year, Elk County Children Need Services is dedicated to supporting families and reducing the risk of abuse and neglect. Everyone can play a role in preventing child abuse and neglect and promoting child and family well-being. If you have suspect of child abuse and neglect, like I said, it takes a village, and you can call Childline, and I have the number here, 1-800-932-0313, or our agency at 776-1553. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Nancy. Our CIS department has a really tough job in the community, so, and it's hard on our staffers and our workers. Nancy is like the mother hen of the ship up there, so thank you, Nancy, for always standing tall. This is a tough subject, but we do have a proclamation. Commissioner Bauer will.
I will read this, and this is for Child Abuse Prevention Month. Proclamation, whereas children are vital to our county's future success, prosperity, and quality of life, and are among our most vulnerable and precious resources, and whereas all children deserve to grow up in a safe, stable, and nurturing home and community in order to reach their full potential. And whereas child abuse and neglect are serious and growing problems affecting millions of our nation's children and thousands of children in the United States annually. And whereas increasing public awareness and strengthening prevention efforts within our communities are essential to protecting children and supporting healthy families within our communities. Now, therefore, we, the Elk County Commissioners, do hereby proclaim April 2026 as Child Abuse Prevention Month in Elk County, Pennsylvania, and call upon all citizens, community agencies, organizations, medical providers, elected officials, and businesses to work together to raise awareness, strengthen prevention efforts, and help ensure the safety and well-being of all children. In witness thereof, we have hereunto set our hands and caused the seal of the Elk County of Elk to be affixed the 2nd day of April 2026, signed by all 3 commissioners and attested by our chief clerk.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nancy. So, do you want a photo, Nancy?
I'm okay.
I'm okay. Thank you. You have a proclamation there. That's great. The presentation number 3. So we have 2 ladies here, Denise McLeod and Sherry Crawl from Patsy. Leanna's usually here, so please tell her we missed her. April is also Sexual Assault and Awareness Month, which is also called SAM, right? Okay, so ladies, the floor is yours.
This pass around, these are our stats just for this past year. They're high, but that means even though it's going on, people are reaching out and they want help. you know, where there's for them, Cassie has been here for 49 years. For next year, you know, a big celebration.
49 years.
49 years. It's about calling to action, same thing as, piggybacking off the CYS, is about change and getting the word out there and just being helpful and supportive. You know, we have some goodies too. Teal is the color for Sam. It's always been that because teal is supposed to be a good color. And sometimes even green, that's the wrong one, so we look at ordering them online, so when they love it. Against this. But thank you so much for recognizing us.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. So we do have a proclamation for Sam.
Thank you. Whereas April 2026 marks Sexual Assault Awareness Month, SAM, a time to honor 25 years of progress and recommit to creating safer communities for all. This year's theme, 25 years strong, looking back, moving forward, SAM has supported survivors, raised awareness, and inspired action to prevent sexual assault, abuse, and harassment. And whereas prevention starts with all of us, it is in how we support one another, practice consent, and create spaces rooted in care and respect. We honor the survivors who have shared their stories and the advocates who have led the way. And whereas sexual violence affects individuals of all ages, genders, races, and backgrounds, and its impact extends beyond survivors to families, workplaces, and communities, underscoring the need for collective responsibility and action. And whereas we look to the next 25 years, we renew our commitment to building a future free from sexual violence, continue to strengthen prevention, support healing, and create communities where everyone feels valued and safe. And whereas we recognize that we are 25 years strong and every voice and action matters. By standing in solidarity, we can build a future free from sexual violence and create a world where everyone is safe, valued, and respected. Therefore, be it resolved that the Elk County Commissioners do hereby proclaim April 2026 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month in Elk County and encourage all residents to support prevention efforts, uplift survivors, and work collectively to build safer, more compassionate communities. In witness whereof, we have hereunto set our hands the second day of April 2026, signed by all three county commissioners and attested by Chief Clerk Pat Straub.
Thank you, Commissioner. So Sherry, I must apologize. I think I started before you had your chance.
No, you're okay.
Nothing? No. Okay, great. So thank you for being here. Would you like a photo?
We should do it after.
Okay, great. That's great. I'm gonna hand you that so it doesn't get mixed in. So new business number 4, proclamation for National Library Week. So it's really exciting. We have all 4 libraries represented here today. We have Leslie Slope. Leslie Slope. Sorry.
We should have changed it.
After waiting the fall, but I'm gonna do the other 2 names. Leslie Swope from St. Mary's, Jessica Wonderly from the Ridgeway Library, Melinda Lewis from Johnsburg, and Barb DePonso from Wilcox. So thank you, ladies, for being here. Anybody want to say anything?
We just wanted to say thank you for having us. National Library Week is coming up, so we want you to consider libraries during that week as we celebrate what it is that we do. I think we can all attest to at any county service or any nonprofit, as the economy dips down and people are struggling a little more, our business increases. So if you ever have any questions or concerns or want to partner with us for anything, we are happy to have everybody come in and see what it is that we do. One of the things that we found is that a lot of communities no longer have third places where people can go and exist without having to expect to spend money, and the library is one of those places. So we kind of touch a lot of people in that regard too.
Thank you.
When did Belinda Johnson change her name?
Just because I was nice and I brought you all swag bags. So thank you for my name. No,
It was a test. It was a test to see if you.
Well, we're, well, I'm gonna give you yours. Enlarge yours. So I'm gonna show you what's in the bags real quick. Those of you who know me, I wear many hats, explore more, new Girl Scout cookie this year, hit me up.
So,
You get your own, you don't have to steal Matt's. You all get your own shirt, Universal Stories. A book on William Penn, because, you know, America PA 250.
yes.
You should probably read it.
I've heard of him.
You get a quitter strip, otherwise known as a bookmark. You get a paintbrush pen,
And I do this.
last year's PA 1 book. This is more Matt's reading.
I know what I'll be doing this afternoon.
There's erasers in there as well, but then I know you guys are also gonna tell me that you don't have time to read, so I included a packet of time seeds.
Let's see. Thank you.
Okay.
Because we have it all at libraries.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, that's really great. So, here at the county, we really value our library, so we made a decision, I think in 2024, maybe 2025, to start, in our annual budget, creating a line item for an annual appropriation to the libraries. So we know it's not much, but, you all do a lot with the limited funds you have. So I know I used to go up to the Wilcox Library and I asked Barb one time, she was having her children's activity day. And I said, where do you get your supplies? Do you remember what you told me? You said, I beg, borrow, and steal everything from my friends and family. So that really stuck with me. So we really appreciate the, having the libraries in our community.
As long as the cookies keep coming.
Yeah.
Sylvester's right here.
So we do have a proclamation also. I'll read this one, National Library Week 2026. Whereas libraries spark creativity, fuel imagination, and inspire lifelong learning, offering a space where individuals of all ages can find joy through exploration and discovery. Libraries serve as vibrant community hubs, connecting people with knowledge, technology, and resources, while fostering civic engagement, critical thinking, and cultural enrichment. And whereas libraries provide free and equitable access to books, digital tools, and innovative programming, ensuring that all individuals, regardless of background, have the support they need to learn, connect, and thrive. And there are 5 more whereas paragraphs. I'm not going to read them all. Whereas dedicated librarians and library workers provide welcoming spaces that inspire discovery, collaboration, and creativity for all. Libraries, librarians, and library workers across the country are joining together to celebrate National Library Work under the theme, Find Your Joy. We will with those cookies. Now therefore be it resolved that the Elk County Commissioners proclaim April 19th to 25th, 2026 as National Library Week. During this week, we encourage all residents to visit their library, explore its resources, and celebrate all the ways that the library helps our community find joy. And then to our hands is 2nd day of April 2026, signed by all 3 commissioners and attested to by Chief Clerk Patrick. So good job, ladies. Keep up the good work. And we do have a proclamation for each one of you. So if you want a picture, we'll do that at the end. Is that okay? And thank you for the gift bags. That's awesome. It is. Great. Sets the bar high, doesn't it? Okay, new business or presentation number 5, Elk County Military Share Food Distribution Program with Jerry Capella, Mike Roll, and Gregory Hall from Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest Pennsylvania. So this year, Jerry Capella is the director of our Veterans Affairs Office. So Jerry and, am I supposed to say Mick or Mike?
Please, next one.
I used to say Mick, but then when I see Mike, okay, thank you. So Jerry, yeah. So Jerry and Mick collaborated on a project, and I'll let you gentlemen speak to that a little bit.
Okay.
About a year and a half ago, we started our Elk County Veterans Advocacy Network. And at one of the first meetings we had, we were trying to figure out what we could do for the veteran community for Elk County. And other counties surrounding us started having a military food share. Jefferson and Clearfield are the closest ones to us that have it. Then we're like, I brought up, why don't we try to take the steps to figure out how to do this? At that meeting, Mike took over and tried to find what steps we needed to take. He did an amazing job with contacting Second Harvest to figure out what the steps we needed. The first one we needed was to find a location, and we were able to find their location through the Christian Food Bank in St. Mary's of South Michael. Then me and Mike both went to a couple other food shares to see how the process went. Then our biggest hurdle was they asked for a donation. And I reached out to the Doris Stackpole Foundation for the grant to get us started. And our very first military food share was last Wednesday, March 25th. 33 families pre-registered and 32 households attended. And out of those 32 households, out of the 33 that pre-registered, 13 of those families didn't show up, but that means it'll grow next month because the word's out there. So I think this is a good program for our community, and especially with how the economy is and how the price on everything is going to start going up, more veterans are going to need that help. So I'm glad we were able to get it started for Elk County. I'll pass it off to Mike if he has any more to add.
Yeah, it was nice, how quickly and once that final piece was put into place and just a shout out to the Stackpole Hall Foundation. Jerry and I had a 45-minute phone call, and by the end of it, there was zero hesitation to donate the full amount. We thought we were gonna have to start going through this organization. We had a list too, and our first stop, boom, done. So that was great. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Sorry. So yeah, great communication, working with Second Harvest, Jerry Weiss, Stephanie Deering. They're very accommodating. It's just the initial picture that we had about how big of a scope this project was gonna be. And once we're working with them, it just shrunk it right down to, it was amazing how easy it was and such a benefit to the community, so.
That's great, a wonderful thing. So anything more from Second Harvest?
Sure, yeah. So, yeah, thank you both. Appreciate the opportunity to come down and, talk a little bit about the Second Harvest and the Military Share Program. So, again, I'm Greg Hall, CEO of Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest Pennsylvania. We're based in Erie. We actually serve 11 counties in Northwest Pennsylvania. Last year, we distributed about 12 million pounds of food across all of those 11 counties. It equates to about 10 million meals that we're able to get to neighbors, seniors, veterans. In Elk County in particular, we distributed almost 355,000 pounds of food here. That equates to almost 300,000 meals. We do about 900 senior boxes and about 2,500 backpacks to students here as well. So we have 15 wonderful partners here in Elk County that do everything from the school programs to pantries to the senior boxes. So we have some fantastic partnerships here. The Military Share is a fabulous program we do. It's one of our Produce Expresses, and kind of the idea of the Produce Express in general is to be able to get fresh, nutritious foods to our neighbors in need. And in particular, this program, is built specifically for veterans, active duty, military, and their families that are struggling. So it's a drive-through style. We try to really find partners in places where maybe that traditional pantry doesn't make sense. So a little bit about the partnership and the collaboration. It really does take a village. And we have some great partners here. The Christian Food Bank was so gracious to allow us to use their space. They have a great drive-through setup, which works really well. I recall, I think we talked maybe a year and a half ago, a little bit about this program. We're able to make the connection to these great gentlemen here. So it's been a great partnership.
the Stackpole Foundation as well. And the volunteers, like this is a volunteer driven program. I think we had about 12 local veterans that volunteered through the L County Veterans Assistance Network. So really exciting. The first distribution was March 25th. Like I said, we saw about 32 families. Based on the food insecurity rates that we see in L County, we anticipate it'll probably grow to about 100. But to your point, if there continues to be economic struggles, continue to see prices rise, it might go a little higher. And then the upcoming schedules for the rest of the year, it's the fourth Wednesday of odd numbered months at 11. That sounds strange. So the dates are May 27th, July 22nd, September 23rd, and November 25th. If you know a veteran or a military family that is struggling, please get them connected to this program. And if they're not sure how to make the connection, anyone can always call our food emergency line 814-459-3663, extension 117. And then we can get them connected, no matter what county they're in, zip codes, those sorts of things, we can also get them connected. So again, thank you very much for the opportunity to come down, talk about this great partnership and program. I also included some folders with some additional information. Thank you.
We appreciate that. Thank you, Greg.
I just wanted to add a little bit to what Greg was talking about. Worth noting about eligibility criteria too. So it's not only the eligible veterans that, meet the PA Department of Agriculture's guidelines for income guidelines, but it also extends to surviving spouses. So they can also get in onto it. And another great thing is that based under Act 27 of 2023, signed by Governor Shapiro, it excludes all military disability compensation from that income guideline. So if they get disability compensation from the VA, that's not included in the calculations.
Great. Good to know. So Commissioner DeBauer and I attended the first distribution last week, and it was like a well-oiled machine. The county has dealt with Second Harvest for many, many years. I think, Greg, you said that you have 14 partners in Elk County. So we are familiar with Second Harvest. We're grateful that you're there. It's always amazing to see how many people need to take part in the distribution. So thank you for being here. And thanks, Jerry and Mick. Great job to add. Anything else?
Yeah, I just want to thank our VA director, Jerry Capella, Mick Roll, for spearheading that and Second Harvest. It was a great project. Always need to help out our veterans and in respect to them.
So thanks again.
Thank you. Thank you.
So will you stay for a photo?
Absolutely.
Thank you, John. Okay. Moving along, we're almost halfway done. Resolutions, none. Old business, none. New business. New business number one is request from our planning department for a bid opening for a fiscal year 2022-23 Ridgeway Borough curb cut project. So our chief clerk has the bids. Mr. Strong.
They wanted to give any backdrop to this or?
Thank you.
I'm Becky Taylor. I'm the CDBG coordinator for the county and also on behalf of the Ridgeway Borough. We have a curb cut project in the Fern Alley area of the borough with the bid opening. We work closely with the Ridgeway Borough. We manage their CDBG projects. And here on behalf of the Ridgeway Borough is Jeff Cordes from Greenman Peterson.
Thank you, Becky.
Good.
Okay,
3 bids received.
3 bids.
The same for here.
Where is Merrill Street for out of
Bid one. All right, proposal from John Anderson Construction Inc.
Where from? Where are they?
They're from
Warren. Thank you, Becky.
Okay, yeah. Total bid, $299,992 even. $299,992 even from John Anderson Construction. That's good. That's good. From St. Mary's Masonry. I believe that's Eric Leslie, St. Mary's PA proposal. Total bid $122,620 even, 122,620 even. Well, last bid is Steger Masonry, Ridgeway, PA. Their proposal, total bid is $102,197 even from Steger Masonry, Ridgeway.
Thank you. So we have three bids. Our planning department, Becky, and our engineer, Ryan Miller, will take these and look them over.
This is
Yeah.
the engineer, Jeff.
And Jeff, oh, I'm
I
sorry,
know.
Jeff. I apologize.
That's all right.
So Becky and Jeff will review these bids. We'll wait a minute for the next bid opening, and then everyone can be excused to look over them. New business number 2, bid opening for L County Jail facade and window restoration project. So, Mr. You want to speak to that?
The backdrop on this is that the prison facility, there's the old section, new section, but the original building is 1890 something, very porous brick condition, so it has a tendency to absorb water, and I mean, it would cause to structural decay a little faster than it would normally happen. What we're doing is restoring the bricks, repointing them, replacing them, and then sealing them. And then in addition to the bricks, we're gonna do some work on the windows because there's a little bit of not only cosmetic, but also with some structural issues there. They need some paint and clean up while we're doing the rest. It just makes economic sense to do that, so.
Guess we have the warden. Warden Atwell, did you have anything to add on the brick project? No.
Yeah, the date on the old part of the jail is 1885, that's when that old part was constructed. So that's how old the bricks are.
And we don't believe that the bricks have been resealed since then. So
Security.
it's time. Yeah, not a security, right?
It's a security.
Okay.
I've been around 36 years and I don't remember them ever being, or any brickwork being done on it.
We have quite a bit of interest in this project. We get 6 bids total. First bid is from Super Shine Cleaning and Restoration, I believe of Ridgeway, PA. Total bid is $60,096.50, $60,096.50 in Super Shine. Next is from Steger Masonry. Steger Masonry, $95,944 even, 95,944 even. So 4 or 7, 4.
I'd say that's 4.
Next bid is from Alex Restoration and Masonry Repairs. Total bid of $196,000, 196,100 even.
Where are they from, Pat?
Alex Restoration and Masonry Repairs, Pittsburgh, 3561 Valley Drive, Pittsburgh, PA. Fourth bid from Keystone Masonry Restoration. Their bid is, and they're from Latrobe, PA, $203,488 and 0 cents, $203,488 and 0 cents. Two FedEx packages here. Graciano Corporation, 209 Sigma Drive, Pittsburgh, PA.
Repeat that, please.
Graciano, Graciano Corporation. Total bid of 192,000 even, 192,000 even.
Our final bid.
Allegheny Restoration, Inc. 1165 Garden Street, Greensburg, PA.
I'm not seeing it either.
Well, it is blank here. So they have a bid bond, it would be 10%. They would bid amount. One is not in proper order. Pressure wash cleaning, okay, so maybe they totaled it up at the end. They didn't bring it forward to the front page. Okay, that's true. A la carte.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay, so total bid is $164,314 even, $164,314 from Allegheny Restoration. In Greensburg, PA. That is all the bids.
So we have 3 bids for the Ridgway Borough curb cuts, and then we have 6 bids for the jail facade restoration process. So Becky, you want to take your gentleman? Okay, maybe excused to review the bids.
Right. I think just based off of the number of bids received for the jail project and the range that they are, I think I would like to recommend that you guys table that so we can take a closer review of it, make sure everything was done properly, we can follow up with, and then I can also consult with you guys prior to making a decision. I don't think this was a time critical, needs to start like next week kind of thing, so if we tabled them for the next commissioners meeting, if you guys are in agreement with that.
Great, I would make a motion that we tabled the 6 bids for review until the next meeting.
Second.
Motion and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Thanks, Ryan.
Ryan,
Lord, we're gonna come
is
in.
that because, I mean, I sort of had the same thought, like, the lowest bids are so far apart.
The variety is in there. If you do notice, the local contractors are the ones that are the lower ones. So I want to make sure that everything's also legit there in the event that one of the outside contractors would question. We want to make sure that everybody.
Just to make sure that they understand what the scope of the project is.
Exactly.
Because there's such a.
Yeah.
Such
Yeah.
a range, okay.
And that wide range could have also been the fact that you have travel involved with those other
Right.
ones. That's gonna be a difference than the whole as well.
Make sure they're apples to apples. so.
Yes, correct. And
Thanks.
that is a high number of bids for construction projects. That's not something that I've seen in the last several years, so. Yeah.
Great, thank you. Okay, new business number 3, request by our register and recorder, for ratification of a renewal contract with Numo for county fusion software for a 5-year term at the rate of $9,156.53 for the first year. And our agenda says 5% increase each following year. Was that changed to 7% increase?
That's correct. It was 5% in the prior contract.
Okay, so with the 7% increase each following year. So we have our recorder of deeds, register of wills, and clerk of the orphans court here today, Mr. Lee Newrider. But you want to give us a little background on this, please? Yes. You get to pick the hat.
Yeah, so this is our software vendor. They've been providing our services for many, many years. Unfortunately, the company, the original software vendor, has been merged, sold, bought out, consolidated. So they're in a company now called Numo. That is the latest, and we have a wonderful picture of a dog is there. None of us can figure out. I always called it Finding Numo.
Exactly.
We're fortunate here, and this software vendor provides a package that deals with all 3 of my offices, the recorder of deeds, the register of wills, and clerk of orphans court. So I have one software vendor that covers all 3 packages. If I were to look at other vendors that provide that, I would likely not be able to have one package that does all 3. I honestly didn't even go out to look for other bids on this because this vendor, in my history of looking at things before, they're about half the cost of any of the other vendors that are out there that provide this service. And we benefit from that. We were one of the first counties in Pennsylvania to sign on with this vendor many, many years ago. So we still to this day benefit from having that initial relationship. I don't want to call it special pricing, but they go from our pricing back then and we get incremental increases. So we're still far less than a new customer signing on with them would be. So as Fritz mentioned, our prior contract was for 5 years and it was 5% per year increase. This new contract, what they proposed, we've accepted or tentatively accepted, is a 2% increase for this year and then 7% for the next 4 years. And again, it still keeps us probably at 50% of what another software vendor would charge us to do this.
Great. So it's your strong recommendation that we ratify this contract.
Absolutely.
Any questions, comments?
Make a motion that we approve the renewal contract. Second.
Thank you, commissioners. The motion is to ratify the contract.
Thank you, folks.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thanks, Lee. Thanks for being here. Lots to sit through, I know. New business number 4, we're back to CYS. Request by CYS to place a banner on the courthouse lawn for National Child Abuse Month during the month of April. Nancy? We've been down this road, right?
We have.
Yeah, look for a motion to approve this request.
So moved.
So moved. And second, thank you. All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Motion carries. Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you.
Okay, there's no correspondence listed under the good of the county. We welcome and encourage the public to attend our meetings. America 250 PA updates. So the county was approached by the 4th degree arm of the Knights of Columbus in Elk County. Is that correct? By the Faithful Navigator.
Yeah. Great. Fourth
degree.
Fourth degree, yeah, they'd be in position within the 4th degree of the Knights of Columbus.
Okay, and their 4th degree is patriotism. That's their reason for being. So they asked if we were planning anything and they would like to be involved. Long story short, Commissioner Quisenberry signed us up to host the Great American Duck Race. The county is going to host. Elk County salutes America's 250th birthday with the Great American Duck Race at Sandy Beach on June 27th. So this is just happening in real time. So we're gonna be reaching out to any organizations that want to be there, be participating. We talked to the Ridgeway YMCA. The KFC is going to provide some food for the day. So we're just getting started on this, so libraries, if you wanna be part of our Great American Duck Race, we'll be sending something out. I think we're gonna maybe have a press release in the next week or so about our plans for this and asking for, participants to join in with us. Again, congratulations CYS on achieving 100% compliance rating. Go Helen. Next item, bids are being accepted until April 15th for a 2017 Ford Escape. This vehicle is going to be sold as is, whereas the vehicle does require mechanical repairs. It's an eyes wide open, buyer beware. Vehicle is parked in the rear of the annex for visual inspection, and more information can be found on Facebook or by calling the commissioner's office. So I believe we're gonna accept sealed bids, right?
Yes.
So we will open them at our April 16th commissioner meeting. Next we have what's so cool about manufacturing. Commissioner Gebauer attended this reception award ceremony the other day. Commissioner Gebauer, you want to give us a little?
Sure, try to be brief. So what this is a program sponsored by North Central Workforce Solutions. And what it entails, it's called What's So Cool About Manufacturing Video Contest. And it's an event that celebrates the creativity and hard work of middle school students from Cameron, Clearfield, Elk, Jefferson, McKean, and Potter counties. These students partnered with local manufacturers to produce short videos showcasing the innovation, technology, and career opportunities available in today's manufacturing history. The 3 schools that participated for Elk County was St. Leo's Catholic School here in Ridgeway. Theirs was at American Axle Manufacturing in St. Mary's. Johnsonburg Senior High School, they participated at BWP Bats LLC, which is in, I believe, in Brookville. I think somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
It's close.
Yeah. And St. Mary's Middle School, they participated with Amphenol Advanced Sensors. And the program provides students with a unique opportunity to explore local manufacturing companies and learn firsthand about the skills, technology, and career pathways available. The judges for their videos was, there was 3 of them. It was Mr. John Brennan, Director, Continuing of Community Education at PSU Du Bois and Altoona. Cindy Nellis, Director, Penn West Clarion Small Business Development Center, and Deb Delhunty, Business Development Coordinator, North Central PA Regional Planning and Development. The Viewer's Choice Award is awarded to the video that receives the most online votes during the online voting period. And the local Elk County schools that we'd like to give kudos to is the Outstanding Overall Award went to Johnsonburg Area Junior Senior High School. The Viewer's Choice Award went to Johnsonburg Area Junior Senior High School. And the Outstanding Videography went to St. Leo's School here in Ridgeway. So I just want to give a shout out to them for their great program that they did and their participation and all the hard work that those students did.
Thank you, Commissioner. That's really a fun program that they have going, and it's so fun. It's hard. We get invited to vote on our favorites every year, and it's really hard to go online and you look at them all and they're awesome. But sometimes some just stand out, and I think Johnsonburg did a great job with the BWP BAT. So.
Can I add to that? The Johnsonburg team will now be going on to the regional, to the state competition on May 13th in Harrisburg.
That's great.
So.
They did a great job, so I wish them well. So again, thank you, Commissioner. Under good of the county, there is a groundbreaking ceremony for the Laurel Mill Mountain Bike Trail on April 10th at 3 p.m. at Sandy Beach. This is just hot off the press. We have a very active hike, bike, and ski association in Elk County, and they are spearheading the construction of a national mountain biking, whatever the official organization is, sanctioned, trail. So they invited us to participate, so we'll put this out in the press. Marilyn, I'm gonna send that down to you. Let's see, might not have it. Thanks, Pat. Okay, next item, the county entered into a cooperative linkage agreement between the county and Dickinson Center Incorporated, Dickinson Center as required for their licensing requirements. We do this every 2 years. So we asked our solicitor and he said, go ahead and sign it, and we don't have, do we need to ratify this or anything?
I don't think so. I think
I don't
that's
think
what
so.
You said no, we're just
Yeah.
gonna announce it.
Correct. Just put it in.
Okay, so just go to the county, we did that. Okay, the County of Elk business offices will be closed tomorrow, April 3rd, in honor of Good Friday. We wish everyone a safe and blessed Easter holiday. Please continue to pray for our military personnel, our families and our children, their teachers, all elected officials, and peace in the world. Questions from the press?
Nothing today for me.
Thank you.
Man, I thought Jefferson County had jam-packed commissioners meetings.
They're not all like this, Gus.
You guys, I think you guys may have taken the cake
Yeah.
for most jam-packed commissioners meeting out there. I don't have anything at the moment. Something might come up as I process all this. I just want to say, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be in the county. I just moved up here from Clearfield County. I lived in a little town called Mahaffey. Worked in Punxsutawney for the Punxsutawney Spirit for almost 5 years. Covered Brookville and covered the Jefferson County Commissioners. Actually, Commissioner North made an email introduction for me with Commissioner Quisenberry. So I know all those guys, Scott, Jeff, Mark.
You'll like us much better.
No comment. But yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
Great. Before we go back to Becky, I'd like to recognize Tim Pearson. Hi, Tim. Anything for the good of the order from you? Any questions, comments?
No, I appreciate it. Just happy to be here. I was supporting Mick or whatever. We'll talk about leaving stuff afterwards with some of the commissioners. But you're just happy to be back, and it's nice to be on the side seat versus.
Come on.
I like to watch it.
Yes, Mick.
I do have to scoot out. I do have 2 more topics. One was my boss wanted me to do a quick plug for the Pennsylvania Career Link of Elk and Cameron counties. Over the last month, himself and some members of the EQUIS staff who administer our Title I program have been working with the Elk County Prison and the Probation Department with inmates who are preparing for re-entry. And we're looking at working with them to do job placement in the community. So that's a successful program that's ongoing with the Career Link. And then, I got to scoot out, but myself and Tim Pearson are here representing the new executive committee for the St. Mary's American Legion. And we're going to give you a quick update on how we're progressing.
That's great.
Mick, did you want to give any update? Maybe you don't know about it, but this mobile career link, do you know anything about it that we?
I'm sorry,
Ribbon cutting for yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, that was the other thing. We have outreach hours, so we're extending our offices not only in Emporium and St. Mary's, but also to Venice Valley and Kersey. So 1 day a week, we have outreach going on in those locations instead of all the residents of Elk County coming to one of those 2 offices. We now have satellite offices too.
And it's an actual mobile vehicle, a mobile van vehicle.
Oh, no, we don't have that one yet. We're taking up office spaces and buildings, but
Okay.
Yeah, so I didn't get a chance to go, but there was a grand opening yesterday for this mobile vehicle. Really does have there is a mobile vehicle.
Which is gonna be going all
I didn't
around.
get a chance to go, but yeah,
They'll be going around all around the region where they don't have access to an office or a satellite office.
I'll have to get more word on that. That might be coming directly from Harrisburg.
Yeah, well, that was spearheaded through North Central Workforce.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, our workforce development area.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, workforce solutions. Okay. I'll also inquire about that then. I know it's not coming directly out of our county offices, so that makes more sense.
Right, okay. I just thought you might know about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
So somebody's gonna provide us about the St. Mary's American Legion.
Yeah, I'll come up afterwards and just kind of give a chat to answer any questions we have.
Sounds great. Thanks again, Mick. We'll see
Okay,
you.
thanks everyone.
So, Mr. Pearson, so we're glad that the St. Mary's American Legion is going to be back up and running.
Yeah, so just a generic thing for the crowd, and this is off the cuff because I wasn't prepared. For those that are tracking, you know, the American Legion went through some things with our State Department. You know, we're kind of on a suspension right now. But the state committee came in trying to help us get back on track. We had new elections. Tim Smith is our new Legion commander. I'm the first vice commander. Mick is our second vice commander. We have a new adjutant. We have a whole new crew now, basically. And we actually have training tonight with one of the district commanders coming in to kind of train us and spin us up. So we won't know until July. That's when the state has the next meeting to kind of pull everything and lift it. But right now, things look very well. And, you know, we're getting pinged a lot from like the Legion's involved in the parade that we have coming up, Memorial Day Parade. You know, that thing looks like it's online. The Legion Riders got approval to do their meeting. So right now, knock on wood, the state has been approving, but right now the state's kind of got control of the Legion, if you will. But with people like me and Mick, we're able to kind of work through that process. To ideally, when they have their July meeting, they'll pull everything back. And then ideally, we're back on track, back on a normal kind of, you know, thing once we dotted our I's, crossed our T's for what the state needs us to do to get back on.
So the plan is to reopen the Legion? I mean, that's the.
Correct.
That's the plan.
In
Okay.
an ideal world, we're working hard for the new elected officers, we're working hard with the state to get everything resolved that they had issues with, concerns with. So that the July meeting, they'll pass to say suspension is lifted, and if that happens, we're back to normal. And now what'll happen too is in May, all the Legionnaires will be called back. They'll nominate new officers, so it could be us again. But that'll put us back on our normal cycle, if you will. So right now, the current leadership is an interim crew. Very well could be all of us again. We could be renominated and just continue. But in May, we'll be back on our normal cycle. Ideally, new officers in May. They'll be elected in June, so we'll nominate officers in May. There'll be an election with the Legionnaires in June. And then ideally, in July, the state holds the suspension and ratifies the new leadership, and we're back to normal. So we're back to what, you know, ideally better, but back to normal as far as our style and stuff.
So why another election so close? Is that just to line up with your normal yearly election?
Yeah, it's a weird setup. Like I was kind of thrown off because they had to do new elections because the previous officer corps was, as part of the suspension,
Wiped out.
they could not be part of moving forward. So they had to do new elections to put new people in charge to help us get back on track.
Interim.
But they want to get back on a normal cycle, if you will. So we've been now working the last couple of months to get things aligned so that we have the meetings again, where we are running the meetings to do what we need to do. May puts us back on our normal. Typically, if nothing had happened, May we'd be doing the same thing. So May puts us back on our normal cycle. And ideally, because I'm one of the officers, ideally we're doing a good job and the Legionnaires are happy and most of us stay in place. So it's not a restart again, because I think it would be painful if we all left again and they nominated completely new people, which the Legionnaires could do, it's their vote. But then you almost got to restart again, because we're the ones that have not been trained and did all the work. Well, now you're gonna have to get people retrained, you know, it's like you're starting again. So hopefully, if we do our job, I assume most of us will probably be renominated and reelected. But that's up to the Legionnaires. I mean, it's where it should be. The Legionnaires, which are veterans who are signed up to be part of the Legion, that's what a Legionnaire is. It is their Legion. They have authority, so they should be making the decision.
Well, thank you to you, Tim, and all your other new officers for stepping up and taking it over and getting it back on track.
Well, I appreciate that because it's been, I think we got a good group of motivated people and it was nice. We've had very packed meetings, which I'll tell you, going to meetings before, sad to say, we didn't have a lot of Legionnaires actually coming to our monthly meetings. There's a lot of activity now, which I think is good. Having people who care to step up and try to get this fixed.
Well, I'd like to applaud you guys for doing
Well,
it.
thank you.
So the status of the Memorial Day events will still go as,
Yeah, everything I tell people is like, you know, everything's got to go through the state, so I can't say 100% guarantee we're gonna do it. And it'll be done a little differently. The committee right now, I just talked to them just not that long ago. They're making some tweaks on an administrative side that won't impact, people going to the parade won't notice anything, you know, but they're doing some tweaks.
But all those things, we don't have a blanket approval, but right now the state's been pretty good, because when they came, the state was pretty good about, hey, our job is not here to shut you down. We are here to try to help you, we want you to be successful. But make no bones about it, like, here's the issues. To do that, you need to fix this. But they've been very good working with us to try to get us back along where we should be. So I'm pretty optimistic, you know, of where things are going for Legion, and I don't see any change, because the Legion has done a lot between the parade, what the Legion Riders do. I mean, the amount of money the Legion Riders get every year, and they give back to nonprofits throughout our county. I mean, they've been pretty active, and the state's been pretty good. Legion Baseball is a big thing for us as well. And the state has approved all the finances and the funds that we give to that, so that program won't be impacted. So the state's been, I give them credit, they've been pretty good to work with, to not like shut us down. You know, they suspended us, but they've allowed us to do all these great programs with the Legion and supported over the years. So it's been a win-win, I think, for us. Just a painful process, but we'll get through it.
We appreciate that update. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're back to, the bid opening for the Ridgeway Borough curb cut.
Yes, we had a chance to review the bids. The Sager Masonry is the apparent low bidder at 102,197. And we would like to award it contingent upon the engineer's review as well as discussion with the Ridgeway Borough.
So that's your recommendation that
It
we
is.
tentatively accept based on your conditions. Okay,
So I'll make that motion as described by Becky.
thank you. I can second that. Thanks, Greg. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion carries. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so comments from taxpayers. Okay, look for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
So moved, meeting adjourned. Our next meeting is 10 a.m. April 16th at the EMA 911 Center up on Montmorency in Ridgeway. So thank you everyone for being here. So now I think we need a lot of photos. So.
Well, I don't think.